Hi guys and welcome back. I'm sorry I've been away so long, but life gets in the way. I've been really down, and when you're down it's hard to get going, and I've had a really bad rough patch of depression and trying to sort the house out. So here I am getting on with things finally. I've sorted out my son's room in this video. It took me 3 hours to clean his room, so I was not a happy mummy. But I've cleaned his room because we've decorated his room and he's had a new bed, which you'll see at the end. But you'll see him in and out trying to help me. You'll also see me dog sitting again as well. It's my friend's dog and he's just there watching and walking around. So let's get on. I'm sorry I've been away so long, but here we go. Let's get back to it and let's sort this room out. So I don't know about anybody else's child, and I'm just wondering here how many of your children manage to just push their stuff under the units and hide food and put food in containers, put rubbish in containers. It drives me absolutely bonkers, and it's something that we've had to get a hold of in this house since doing this, because it's part of what makes me more depressed. I'm not really hard on the kids. I try to be, but it's really hard, 3 against 1, which I know sounds like a cop-out, and most of the time I feel like it is a cop-out, but when you've got 2 special kids as well and you barely care to get yourself up in the morning or even clean yourself, it's hard to care about your house as well. So that's what I've been dealing with lately, and just getting the kids sorted every day has been my main task. So I'm just dealing with all the rubbish, and I wasn't happy with how much rubbish my son had got in here and how much he'd stored and hidden and pushed under things. That was Snoopy, who's just run out. He's my friend's dog, who I dog sit for occasionally. He's like the best dog ever. He's so lovely and such a good dog. I've got these new black plastic storage containers, which you can see at the side of me there, which I've organised my son's toys into. And he got a new storage thing for his pens and pencils, which I actually saw on somebody else's organising things, and I thought it was amazing, and I got it him for Christmas, and he loves it, and he's got so many pens. I didn't realise how many pens he got, but he has, and his sisters have got just about the same as well each, so I've got a lot of pens in the house. Especially colouring pens and arts and crafts. All my kids like arts and crafts things. So yeah, but on this day I was like trying to sort through his Lego, and he's got a lot of Super Zing toys, and then he's got ASMR toys and sand toys and kinetic sand toys. So I've tried to organise them, and it has worked. I'm glad I did it, and I've taken a lot of things to the charity shop and sorted a lot of things. I just found like a wrench thing in one of his boxes. I have no idea when he got it or where he even got it from, to be honest with you, but there you go, that's my son for you. Always got tools and bits. So yeah, there we go. found myself hoovering a lot in little bits, and I actually switched to my other hoover later because the battery on this one ran out. Because it was like every time I cleaned a space and then I moved something else, there was more mess, so I had to hoover up again. So it just took so long, and it was so tiring. I was really quite upset with my son about this mess, but you know, I can't be that upset when he's 8 years old and I kind of leave him to his own devices in his room sometimes. So I can't be that mad at him, and I can't blame him for all that, because obviously, like I say, it's hard to keep on top of certain things, and my son needs a really strict kind of routine, especially when he's at home and he's at the holidays, over the Christmas holidays and the New Year holidays. So that's thrown him off, because he likes the routine of school. It keeps him busy, it keeps him occupied, so it was bound to happen. So like I say, I couldn't be that mad at him. I was more probably mad at myself that I'd allowed it to get like this, and I'd allowed him to get it like this. But it works out in the end. It was just so tiring. So I'm just organising all his books here, from his colouring books and his reading books and some other things. I did take a massive pile of books to the charity shop. I checked all the books obviously to make sure they'd not got pen marks in them or anything, but my kids don't really do that, so I'm quite lucky there. And I always like to think that somebody else can get use of them, and I just kept the main ones that I know he likes and I know that we sit and read. So yeah, I had a sort through of that. I had 2 or 3 large bags that I ended up taking to the charity shop. Obviously I like the thought of other people who can't afford a lot really, who struggle more than I struggle to be able to buy nice things for the kids, and I want to help out that way. So that's what we do. We recycle and we send our stuff to the charity shop, which all the kids know, and they're all really good about it, to be fair. And now my kids are getting older, you know, they're 8, 12 and 14 now, so I don't need that many toys. The kids obviously use more electronics, and they don't have such big toys. My son has a lot, and I do mean a lot, of Lego, and he has some big Lego sets, but I won't have them all in the house. He has Lego sets at his dad's, and they have to stay there because I just have no room for them, and you know, he just likes to take them apart and then he can't put them back together again. So we leave them in sets at his dad's, and he's allowed to be creative with his Lego at home. Sometimes he wants to use stuff, sometimes he doesn't. You know, it depends on his mood and how he's feeling on that day. finally happy to be off the floor now. It felt like I was there a long time. Just sorting his drawers out where everything usually gets just dropped into and shoved into. Again, just sorting his toys out into their new drawers over at the side there, and deciding what I want to take to the charity shop, because he just has things that just lie around and he just doesn't play with them, doesn't get use out of them, so there's no point having them in the house. But yeah, sorting his drawers out, which was a bit annoying in a way, because I'd sorted his drawers out and then I got rid of his bed and the drawer, because the drawers go with the bed and everything, and I got rid of that like the day after I'd done it all. So I was like, oh no, I've got to find somewhere else for it, because he had to wait a few days for his new bed to come. But it was fine, we managed and it worked out, and because I'd already sorted his stuff out, it was quite easy, so that was good. So here I'm showing you, it was Kian's emotion chart. Him and my youngest daughter have one, because they both struggle. You know, one's got ADHD, possibly autistic, and the other one's possibly autistic as well. We're waiting. So it's nice to give them these tools, and it just helps them express themselves a bit better, because when they're angry or they are upset, it's hard for them to verbally kind of tell me properly that how they're feeling specifically. So it's easier for them to show me on things like that, so I know how to deal with them for the day. But I think as a parent with special kids, you kind of learn, you can see the change in your children, you can see what mood they're going to be in, and you know what to expect for that day, which it does make it really hard. But you know, I think I'm quite lucky. I've got, the schools are really, really good and really supportive. My friends are absolutely wonderful, and they don't judge and they support me fully. So it does make it easier, but obviously it's still, at the end of every day I'm at home on my own with my children, so it's hard. But you know, as a mum, you get on with it. It's a learning curve constantly for myself and the kids, so we do it together. And I'm back on the floor again. Yippee. I couldn't believe the mess under my son's bed. He must have hidden it so well, or I just couldn't see it, to be fair. I probably didn't look properly because I didn't want to, but oh my God, it was such a shock. I was so mad. But you know, you just get on with it, don't you? And there's me playing with the kinetic sand, which I absolutely love, and my son loves, but you just get on with it. You know, you don't have a choice sometimes. You get on with it, you do what you can, and you stay on top of it as best you can. I don't know about anybody else, but I do find the kids are very interested when I'm cleaning and they're in the house. They don't leave me alone. There was little Snoopy there again, keeping me company. He just wants to sit with me, bless him, but he couldn't get past the unit at this point. And obviously there's my son. The kids are very interested when I'm suddenly cleaning their rooms, and then they want to play and they want to talk, and as soon as they know I'm filming, that's it, they want to be there, which doesn't bother me that much really. So you see them kind of in and out, I think, quite a lot from now, trying to help Mummy. was a lot of Lego bits just scattered around under my boy's bed. I tried to make a space for him so he can go to and just shut off from everything when he's really upset or really angry or what have you. And there was also a lot of dried rice. My aunt made us some snowmen. They're like socks filled with rice, and then make them into snowmen. And one had come open and they'd gone all down the back of the bed, so it was everywhere. It took me absolutely ages to hoover it all up. There's a large box, I don't know if you'll see it later, there's a large box actually under the bed as well that is also completely filled with Lego. And it just took so long, and by this point I was like, I just don't want to play anymore, I don't want to do it anymore. And there was boxes and more Lego and boxes and more Lego and just random bits that we've found places for now. Obviously with his new bed, he's got a lot more room in his bedroom as well now to move around in. So here's Snoopy, finally getting some time with me. He's such a wonderful dog, I cannot tell you how good he is, and he just likes to be near us all and play with us all. But yes, I just dog sit him. He's my friend's dog, but he's, like I say, he's an amazing dog. It's so easy to look after, and my kids absolutely love him. He does snore a lot when he's asleep, so it keeps me awake at night because he sleeps on my bed, but hey ho. The storage drawers I've just put under the bed there have also moved again, because obviously that bed's gone, and he's got a new bed, and they're over at the other side of the room, which you will see. They are from Wilko's. I think they were like £11 each, and they're absolutely amazing for putting all his stuff in. It's just helped organise it so much, and now he can't kind of get upset or complain that he's got nowhere, or he doesn't remember where to put his stuff once he's played with it, because he can clearly see them. And I have put little little sticker labels on there for now, so he knows where everything goes, and it's working so far. So in true chaotic decorating style as I do, here I am. I've decided, I'm going to fill these holes now because I wanted to paint before his bed went up, and I couldn't get the stuff out of the tube, so I ended up cutting the top off and then using a brush to fill it. I did sand it down once it was dry and before I painted, and it has worked really, really well. It was just a bit of a, like I say, it's more chaos from my decorating style, but it gets done, and I've done it. So then I decided, I'm going to put this curtain rail up because my son's had that blanket there for a while because he broke the blinds there, and I just needed something temporary. It worked and he was fine with it. But like I say, I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and put up the curtain pole in true chaotic decorating style as I do. I just kind of do it. As you can see from the hallway, any clothes or bits do get thrown out of there, so I can then move them to where they need to be. This was the last bit of his room. I was sorting the bits out on his desk and wanted to just finish it up. There's a rare appearance from my eldest, who came in to pester me, if I'm honest with you. She came in to pester me and be annoying. And here it is, all done, finally finished. I really liked it, I was happy with it, and like I say, it's all changed, and then I had to paint. I didn't record me painting because it was just absolutely mental. Anyone's wondering, the walls are mostly blue and black, and there is a bit that I haven't done yet, and that is going to be white. So this is what his room looks like now, and he has managed to keep it tidy. There's the new bed. It took me 3 hours to put that bed up all by myself. Very, very difficult, but easy at the same time, really good, and he absolutely loves it. Like I say, the wall back there is black, and then it's dark blue. And then this is where his new wardrobe's going to be when I get it. They're the drawers with the storage in, which he's doing really well with. And as you can see, that back wall is going to be white when I get round to it.